everybody, I'm Kelly, and this is your Fall 2016 starter kit that you're going to be receiving here shortly. So I wanted to just give you a quick tutorial of some of the products that are in your kit so that when you get your kit, you're ready to hit the ground running with your first Tupperware party. And I always say there's one thing that is not complete with any outfit without a smile. So when you're ready to do your demo, make sure you're smiling, and because you got lots to smile about. A name tag is always really helpful too. If you need some help in ordering a name tag, we can do that for you, or you can go through Staples or Vistaprint or some of the other online avenues to go ahead and get your name tag. So a name tag and a smile, professional dress, and you're ready to go. So the first thing I want to share with you is some of our great kitchen gadgets, because we do have the best kitchen gadgets in the houseware industry. First of all, your measuring cups and measuring spoons, okay? 6 measuring cups, all the way from a 2/3 to a 3/4. And I don't know if you realize that Tupperware is one of the only companies that have a 2/3 and a 3/4 measuring cup. So ours come in a complete 6-piece set, along with our measuring spoons that snap and click together, so they store really well, and you get a set of 6 of those also. The other thing that the kitchen cannot live without is our saucy silicone spatula. This is silicone rubber, is actually heat resistant up to 425 degrees, and is also stain resistant. So you can whip up a cake, okay? You can scramble some eggs, you can flip an egg, and because it has a lifetime warranty, you can beat a child. No, I'm just kidding. You wouldn't want to do that, but it is covered under a full lifetime warranty. The other thing that you got to have in your kit is your can opener, and this is actually lifts the top lid of the can off completely, so there's no sharp edges on the can and there's no sharp edges on the lid. This is a must-have for any family with small children. And think the last time when you cut yourself on the sharp edge of a can or a can lid, okay? The neat thing about this is this will cause no sharp edges, and it's great to do recycling of cans and other things because there's no sharp edges when you go and sort through your recyclables. One of the best kitchen tools that we have that you're going to have in your kit is called our Power Chef. Our Power Chef really is the power of the starter kit. Retails for $69. The neat thing about this will slice, it'll dice, it'll chop, it'll whip, it'll do all those great things, and this is one of the products that you're going to be using primarily almost at every single party. Whether you're doing a frittata to go ahead and do in our breakfast maker, okay, or whether you're doing simply salsa to go and serve in one of our bowls along with your chips. This has a cutting blade with a cover, and it's kind of important to make sure it is covered as you bring it out of your container. Put it right in the cover right when it's dirty, because as you set this down on the counter, there's not a way that you can set this down that doesn't have a sharp edge. So make sure you keep the blade guard in place when you're storing, and then of course when you're washing. The other item that you have is our whipping blade, and this will actually fit inside our Power Chef. There's a little knob down here at the bottom, and there's a little hole that your whipping attachments and your chopping attachments does attach to. When you're putting this together, you actually have your funnel, which is great to go ahead and measure olive oil or lemon juice or anything of that nature that you need to use as you're adding that to your recipe. This locks into place simply with a twist, locks in, and then this is your engine. When you pull on this, it actually turns the blades, whether it be the whipping attachment or the cutting blades. And every time I pull this, it whips this around about 27 times. So as I'm pulling this, you're going to notice it's going to whip very quickly, and it's going to chop very thoroughly. When you're taking this apart, the engine does come apart from the collar, and it's important to know that there's a little notch right here where you can put the head of a spoon or a tip of a knife, pop it open, and routinely clean this, because it does have a tendency to collect water and some other bacteria. So you can pop it apart, wash it, put it in your dish drain to dry. We ask you not to put the top in the dishwasher because this is a parachute cord, okay, and it is fabulous. It has a great resistance, and it's great. It will last you for a long time, as long as it's not exposed to extreme heat like the heat in your dishwasher. So as you're putting this together, I wanted to also let you know this stores pretty compactly all by itself inside here. Putting on your collar and your engine, and you're ready to go. This also has a convenient seal, so as you're done chopping your salsa or chopping your onions, you can put your seal on, and it keeps it nice and fresh. I wouldn't suggest storing for a long period of time your salsa or your onions inside this, because you're going to want to have this handy for your use. Great little product to have at your Tupperware parties, and it's also a great incentive for our host to date a Tupperware party, because not only can she get this for free, but she can also get it for part of her half price items. Talking about our host is probably the most important person in the room, along with the future host that you're going to be seeing and talking to during the Tupperware party. So I always like to tell my host that she is so special and that I have a special little goodie for her. So these are our Tupper Teeny Tinies. So there's several available in your sales aid listing, but one of these is just their cute little magnets, and there's a teaspoon and a tablespoon, and they go right on the refrigerator. They're actually stacked together. We also have our Shape-O Toy keychain, which our Shape-O Toy, I don't know if you realize, has been around for over 60 years. It is the red and blue pull-apart ball that everybody's got to have. So having something like this is a part of, I would say, Tupperware nostalgia. And then we have one of our newer keychains, which is our Tupperware pressure cooker. So what I like to do is give my host one of these as a little goodie, and even maybe a little wrapped up gift inside of a little bag with curly ribbon, just as a thank you for her hosting her Tupperware party and giving me the opportunity to share it with her friends. Now, as she's chosen one of these, I can then say, and oh, by the way, I have 2 left, so I have a little goodie for the first 2 people who decide that they want to have their own Tupperware party. So that's just a little way that you can go ahead and incorporate the dating bid into your parties. Then, of course, we have a couple of really great items. We have our Fridge Smart containers, and our Fridge Smart containers are actually designed to keep your fruits and vegetables 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 weeks longer than you normally do. There's some great information on the website about how to use your Fridge Smart and why they work so well, but they do have a sliding scale or a sliding vent on the top, which allows to the maximum return of your investment when it comes to your produce, right? So it has a built-in grid on the outside, so as you get to know the different types of vegetables and how to vent the container on top, you'll really appreciate that this listing right here is embedded in the 2 layers of the plastic, so it's never going to come off. Then, of course, we have our Quick Shake, a little bit different design than maybe the one you grew up with. This is a 2.5 cup capacity. Absolutely phenomenal for doing things like protein shakes, scrambled eggs, also really good for when you go camping. When you go camping, you can actually take your eggs and crack them one at a time and put them inside the container. Don't shake them, don't break the yolk sac. And then when you do is you put this little baby on top like this. And then what happens is when you're out camping, when you line this up so that it goes right over, not the part where it's threaded, but also the hole, then your eggs will actually plop out one at a time. So when you're out camping, plop, 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 and then the last day of camping, give it a shake, add some milk. What do you got? You got some scrambled eggs. So your Quick Shake is actually great for all those fun things, and it becomes a 2.5 cup measuring container if you're in a pinch and you need a liquid measurer. This is your water bottle that comes in your kit, exclusive color just for consultants that we want to appreciate that Tupperware is such an eco-friendly item. Think about all the water bottles and all those kind of things that people actually throw away. And did you know that bottled water is not regulated by the FDA? Matter of fact, the only water that is regulated is the water out of your tap. So you have the safest water right out of your tap. And water bottles, put them in the refrigerator, you're ready to go. If you do have a little bit of chlorine in your water, actually if you fill this up and you leave this on your counter overnight, the chlorine will actually dissipate out of your water and it'll taste fresher and cleaner and ready to go. Then the last thing that I want to share, the last couple of things I want to share with you, talk to you a little bit about your breakfast maker. This will actually do 2 scrambled eggs in the microwave in 2 minutes, and it does also a frittata and also French toast. You're going to find those recipes under your Date Me recipes, under your website, in your back office. If you have any issues finding those recipes, I can help you with that. Modular mates are the premier building blocks when it comes to organizing your kitchen. You get a rectangular number 2 to start with, and this is actually the best and probably the most popular size. It's an 18 cup container which actually holds 6 sleeves of soda crackers, 8 sleeves of Ritz crackers, 5 pounds of flour, 5 pounds of sugar, 48 ounces of oatmeal, Costco chocolate chips, you name it, it's there for you. And the best thing about this is if you don't have a booster chair, you can pull this out of your cupboard, put it on your kitchen chair, and you need a booster chair for that toddler, this is perfect. Go ahead and strap it down with a belt, and you have your built-in booster seat anytime you need it. The other thing this is also good for, it's great as a riser on your table, so you can actually elevate some of your products as you're talking about them. Now, thinking about talking about products, what I want to remind you about, this is just a quick overview of all the different products that we have. So what you'll want to be thinking about is how you can group them together and actually create what we call set selling. And that set selling will help elevate the party order so that they get everything together. So think about when you go shopping and you see the mannequin and she has the dress and the earrings and the necklace and the bracelet and the shoes, and you want that whole look. And in Tupperware, we want our customers to have that whole set. So as you start to group your Tupperware products together, you can go ahead and name yourself sets like the salsa set or the entertaining set or the get fresh set. You decide what you want to call them and group them together. Always remember that you don't need to talk about everything at your first party or even your second party. You want to leave a little bit left for the next party, right? So the last item that I want to really talk about is our impression bowl set, because our impression bowl set is one of these items that is a must-have in every kitchen. Whether you're using it for a salad or using it for tortilla chips after your salsa gathering, it does have a seal that snaps on very easily. You simply walk it around till it snaps. You can actually put a push in the center also. But what you're going to notice is that all of the seals have a ring, and that ring actually creates a pedestal. So next time you go to a barbecue or some other type of function and you're bringing your grandmother's famous potato salad recipe, what do you do with the seal when you get there? You can throw it in the host sink, you can maybe put it in your purse, but the best thing about your impression bowls is you simply take it right underneath the bowl and it actually acts as a pedestal. So that way when you're ready to go home, you know exactly where your seal is and you can take the leftover salads home, if there is any leftovers. But the best thing about this set is it comes in 3 different sizes. So you have your large bowl, your medium bowl, and your small bowl. And actually all of these stack up together, so they're great for storing and keeping handy in your cupboard. So 3 bowls in this much space, retail for about $35 in your catalog. Great product to use. So last couple things that I want to share with you are things that you're probably going to want to have to enhance your kit, because you don't get everything that you really need in your kit. I mean, you get a great selection of great products, that's for sure. But there's a few things that I think that are really necessary for you to continue to do demonstrations and do it very in a way that you don't have to worry about using the hostess's knives or cutting boards. So a couple of things that I want to share with you are, and this is things that you can actually order now that your account is open. You can actually do what we call a kit enhancement order. So the cutting boards are fabulous because they're great for when you're cutting up the onion or the tomato or the apple or those kind of things when you're doing your salsa recipe. You're also going to want to invest in a couple of the kitchen towels. These retail for $19.50, and what I like about having my own towels at the party is that I know the towel, I know where the towel is, I can dry my own dishes off, I know that they're clean, and I know that they're handy. So those are two of them for $19.50, and you're going to sell those towels when you talk about them because they are microfiber and they're super absorbent and they wear amazingly well. And then the last thing that you're going to want to add to your kit is the set of 3 knives or the chef's knife, or both of these sets. Because when you're cutting up your apple, your orange, those kind of things, it's always nice to have a nice sharp knife. And as you have ever heard, it's the best way to cut yourself is on a dull knife, right? These are super sharp, so they're safe for you, and because they have the built-in covers on them, they're easy to transport in your kit bag. Finally, I wanted to let you know what that retail is. That is for all those products, the cutting board, the towels, and the knives, retail for $130.50, which means it gets you closer to your $500 for qualification, also gets you closer to your $1,000 so that you can get the rest of your kit for free. But you do get a 25% discount on all of your Tupperware products. So the cost for the extra products to enhance your kit actually is $97.88. Okay, so if you need help with that, please let us know. We'd be glad to help you with that. When you do your kit enhancement order, let me know and I'll send you a gift. And your gift will be, and I have a limited supply of these, will be your very own set of taco holders. Now, what do you need taco holders for? They're fabulous for setting your business cards up at your party. They're great for storing your cell phone, but they're great for, I don't know, how about tacos? They're great to put your hard tacos in, hold your taco up so that you can go ahead and stuff it up. So I have a limited amount of these for those that do a kit enhancement order in their first 2 weeks of joining our Tupperware business. So send me a quick email or a personal message, let me know that you've done that, and we'll go ahead and take care of you. And finally, there are sales aids that you can receive that you can actually order online, and some of them are like the Rocco Scoops, and they work really well to go into your module mates for your flour and your sugar and those kind of things. But always remember, you want to give the scoop on the Tupperware business opportunity, because statistics have shown us that about 2 out of 7 people at a gathering, like a Tupperware party, are looking for a way to make extra money. You don't know who they are, but they do. So let them know that you can give them the scoop on Tupperware with a quick 20-minute conversation, and maybe they would like to join you in business. Thanks for watching today, and welcome to Tupperware. Take care. Bye-bye.